Good afternoon. Let's talk about the irresponsibilities that we've found with the latest Supreme Court decision. They've struck down this law that's been around for 113 since 1913, so that's 109 years. We've had more than more than one mass shooting a day for the past 5.5 months, 6 months. We had over 44,000 murders in 2020. California is one of the states, like New York, that has a similar law that's now going to be challenged. Hawaii and Massachusetts included. The ruling could allow for more people to carry guns in some of America's largest cities like Boston, LA, and New York. This high court, this ruling has chosen to strike down New York's longest established authority to protect its citizens. Obviously, these 6 justices are morally bankrupt. There's nothing in the Second Amendment that says that your license, you should be able to carry it in public and openly have it in public without showing a reason why you need it. That's what the law said in New York. Assault weapons right now, since 2004, we've had mass killings in schools at a rate that's I didn't see when I was a kid growing up. According to the statistics since Columbine, some 23 years ago, more than 311,000 students have been exposed to a mass shooting. Again, what happened in Uvalde was 19 kids. You had 20 people killed in Parkland back in 2018. These assault weapons, bringing up the age of 21 is a nice gesture, but when it gets down to it, I don't see why you're not required to have a license to have an assault weapon that has to be registered with the Homeland Security, given the fact that at any given time a mass shooting can happen because of the easy accessibility to weapons. We only have 17 states currently that have red flag laws. This bill that just passed will encourage other states to pass red flag laws. If the red flag law had been passed before Nicholas Cruz went on his rampage in Parkland, very likely those children are still alive. Those 2 teachers and the children would be alive. The teenage children would be alive today. What I don't quite grasp is the moral bankruptcy of this Supreme Court. Obviously, they don't care that their ruling will result in more murders. That's, you ask any law enforcement officer, they're going to tell you more guns translates to more murders, which means more shootings. It's by not having a law that requires a license to carry an assault weapon, you make the job of the police a lot harder. If the police had knowledge of where every assault weapon was, and that's what the purpose of having a license would mean, then before entering a building, they'd have a reasonable expectation to what to expect in a building. If somebody has a gun that doesn't belong to them in a building, an assault weapon, then obviously that's another charge. Straw purchases. Straw purchases when somebody goes into a gun show and buys a gun on behalf of somebody else. These 300, not limiting the size of the magazines, right now it's at 300, your magazine to 300, is insane that you have congressmen and senators that are against that. Why? On a future video, I'm going to read all the names and how much each senator has gotten over the last 4 years. Senator Marco Rubio, for example, has gotten $3.4 million from the NRA. He's bought and paid for, as are most Republican senators are bought and paid for. There's only a handful that don't take huge contributions from the NRA. The NRA is a terrorist organization. Why do they get away with it? It's very simple. It's a matter of economics. It makes the running for your congressional seat and your Senate seat easier if you can count on the money from the NRA. So, again, I'm going to have another broadcast tomorrow. It's Democrat Activists is the channel. You can catch this video also on Progressive Communication Network on Facebook. We are the Progressive Media on Facebook. And there's some other channels I'll introduce in the near future. Again, if you have a comment, you can email me at democrat.activist@gmail.com. You can also call the Steve Kane Show at 888-465-2631. That's 888-465-2631 between the hours of 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. and comment on this video on guns in the United States. The laws are not changing quick enough to save lives. We're averaging over 900 people a week that are dying because of gun violence, and we're not doing enough to help prevent it. Will gun laws stop guns killing people? Absolutely not. But we can restrict the ability of mentally ill people in getting guns. Again, my name is Al Rogers of the Progressive Communication Network, and have a good day.